Says we're live. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I don't like this fucking earphone killing me. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Pillow talk with Frank Monday, guys. Pillow talk. Can you hear me? I'm laying on the freaking pillow. I thought I'd do a little pillow talk. Is there anybody out there in Happy Land, man? Where's the fucking hey, motherfucker? Where's the chat button? I don't see no chat. I see chat filter. Chat filter. All messages, baby. What's up? Can you hear me out in Happy Land? Hello. Can you hear me? I feel like I gotta yell to be heard. Let me see if I can flip this around a little bit. Get on my other side. Oh, motherfucker, I unplugged it. I unplugged the phone. Oh, battle. Obviously, I've never done this before. I've never done a pillow talk with Frank Monday. You guys like pillow talk? You want me to talk dirty to you? I'm in bed. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Welcome, wanderer, wayfarer, and wildcat alike. Ooh, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may receive this transmission. I'll put some pillows over there and see if I can prop this up so I don't have to use my hand. Think it'll work? What do you think? You think it'll work? No, it ain't gonna work, man. What a bummer. Let me see if that'll work. Oh, what a bummer. Can we do this? Can we get this done? Let's see if we can get it done this way. Can we get it done this way? Is that good? Second stay? Okay, there we go. This is the first ever session of Pillow Talk with Frank Monday. Hope y'all good looking sex people are doing all right out in Happy Land tonight. This is the vertical dimension chat. I'm in the hotel all by myself. If you guys send me a super chat, maybe I'll call a hooker. That would be fun, right? Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Booda beady beep bop booda ba. Booda booda beep bop booda ba. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Where's the chat, man? Anybody out there in chat? Give me a shout out if you're out in chat. I can share out the video. See what all my buttons do. I can hit that button. No, I don't know what that button does. Highlight save to your channel as unlisted video. Lasts up to 5 minutes. Crush it. Yeah, look, check out that crush. You like that one or you like the Dawn filter? You like Dawn filter? What about bubbles? What's bubbles look like? Bubbles! That's a little bit fucking disorienting, huh? How about dream? Yeah, let's stick with dream for a while. Dream. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. What the? Just like the one I used to know. When your dreams are kooky and your nights are spooky. How you guys doing, man? How's it going out there in Happy Land? You guys having a happy New Year? Happy motherfucking New Year. Wow, you get trails off that, huh? It's kind of like a bad acid trip, man. Can you hear me okay out in Happy Land? I'm just hanging out in the hotel, guys. I thought I would chill out with you for a while and see if there's anybody out there, but it doesn't seem to show me the chat if there even is a chat. And I won't know unless you hit the thumbs up. Why don't you hit that thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me? If you can hear me, hit the thumbs up. Come on, get it done. Don't be lazy, just checking in for no reason, not even hitting the thumbs up, coming in and out of the live chat. That shit ain't cute. Hit the button, man. Hit the motherfucking button. Do it now. Hit the button. I'll come over there and smack you in the mouth. You don't hit the button. Oh, you guys are just not even gonna hit the button. Why doesn't it show me the live chat? Why can't I see it? Either nobody's chatting, top messages, none, hide all messages, show every message, including potential spam. That's what I've got it set to, man. I've got it set to show all messages. So I guess if you guys say anything, it'll show it. If you hit the button, I know you can hear me. If you don't hit the thumb, then I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Welcome to Twilight Zone Old Peking, guys. Frank Monday broadcasting from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. Doing a little pillow time. If nobody hits a like, I'm going to shut this thing down right away, man. You guys want to hear some Chinese wisdom? Man who stand on toilet, high on pot. Overpopulation in China by Wee Fuck 'em Young. Yellow River by We Pee Freely. Okay, so I guess you guys don't know much about me. I'm a Beijinger. That means I live in Beijing, China. I'm an OG Angelino. I don't know if you guys know what that means or not. I've been here a while, man, a couple of decades, on and off, really. I work at an academy, a bilingual academy, and I teach English language arts. It's fun, man. Basically, I'm an ET. Are you a human or an ET out there in Happy Land? I'm an ET, English teacher. Isn't that funny? Isn't that clever? How clever is that? God bless y'all. Holy cows, man. I hope you guys are doing good. I got to go to sleep here pretty soon. I don't even know what time it is. I just thought I'd do a little pillow talk with you, talk dirty to you. You want me to do some ASMR? Was that fun? Did you enjoy that? Yeah, you hit the button. Nice. Some happy, good looking, sexy motherfucker out there in Happy Land hit the button. I appreciate that. That's damn white of you, man. That is certainly white of you, motherfucker, to hit the button. I'm a white man. I'm a cis white man. Living in China, living the dream, baby. I was interested in Chinese culture when I was really young, and so I came over here to study at a university for a postgraduate program in poetry. And I had already studied for a degree in literature back in the States, Shakespeare, Milton, Ralph Waldo Emerson, all that happy horse shit. And then I came over here to continue my studies. If you got any questions, let me know, man. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Did you have any fun dreams last night? I know for many of you in the Western world, you're waking up and it's morning time. You guys been keeping up with the stuff in the news? The UFOs, the UAPs, the ABCs, and the 123s. What'd you guys think about Luigi Mangione? You think he did it? You think he fucking busted a cap in that dude's ass? I don't know, man. Somebody did. Somebody absolutely popped a cap in his ass. They're saying it might not have been the Luigi guy. Isn't Luigi the Mario character, the character in Super Mario Brothers? Seems kind of spurious, huh? When a character like Luigi is the bad guy. I don't know if I believe it or not. You know what I mean? It seems stupid. Like it just doesn't seem legit. Are you guys chatting at all? Hit the thumbs up if you're chatting because it's not showing me the chat. I'm doing this on my phone. This is like one of the first times I've ever projected the transmission from Beijing on my phone. Beijing, baby. That's where I'm at. You guys, anybody out there speak Chinese? Hit the thumbs up if you speak Chinese. You probably know that shit, right? Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. That means how are you? How are you? You say ni hao ma, like ni, like your knee, and then hao, like an Indian, and then ma, like mama, like your mother. Ni hao ma. That means hello. And literally translated, it's you, good question. So it's like, are you good? And if you're good, you hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and do it now. Hit it. You can do it. Just touch that button, poke at it, scrunch it, grab it, twist it, right? Rub it, rub it. Go ahead and stroke it. Put your finger on it. You can do it. You can do it. Put your finger on the thumbs up. Go ahead and do it now. In, take a deep breath. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale and touch the like button. Oh, God, that sweet release. That delightful, titillating, stimulating, invigorating, palpitating, fascinating, mesmerizing like button. You're not going to do it, man. Nobody's hitting the like button. What the fuck is wrong with you? I go through all this trouble to give you the pillow talk, to sit here holding my cock, giving you the pillow talk. I got the pillow, I got the bed, I'm in the hotel. I'm waiting for you in Beijing. I'm in Beijing waiting for you. And you can't even bother to hit the like button. That's low down, man. That's some low down freeloading horse shit. You guys know the expression, right? Ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free, but look at all you freeloaders in here. Internet fucking tourists just coming by, ain't even got the common courtesy to give me a fucking reach around, a common courtesy reach around. Won't even touch the button. Just touch it. Go ahead and touch it now. You can do it. Right. With me together now. Take a deep breath. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Relax, relax. Clear the mind of all unnecessary horse shit. Let go of your inhibitions, your anxieties, your fears, your desires. Let go of everything and reach out and touch the like button. Do it now. Right now. Before I come over there, smack you in the mouth. Is that what you want? You want me to talk down to you like the little bitch you are? Can't even fucking touch a like button? What kind of horse shit is that? It's debilitating. It's infuriating. It's humiliating. Y'all are just sad fucking people. Can't even. I could sit here and stream going on 15 minutes now, spilling my guts to you, bleeding out my life force, talking about all my history and revealing deep, deep, dark. If someone's knocking on my door, did the hooker come early? Maybe it's the dude next door banging on the wall. Why don't you shut the fuck up in there? Who are you talking to? I'm not talking to no one, bro. I'm live streaming on my phone. It's like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. There's a goddamn hotel. It's not your live streaming studio. What an asshole, right? I rented this hotel room. I have a right to talk my piece. Let's do it again, guys. Let's try it from the top. Go ahead, get ready. You can close your eyes if you want. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, like you're going to take a poop. Oh, relax. Let it all out. Let go of your inhibitions, your fears, your anxieties, your desires. Empty the mind, real Zen like. Reach out and touch the like button. Do it now. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs. And if you guys don't sub me, I'm going to come down to wherever you're at and I'm going to kick your fucking ass. Do you hear me? Go ahead and sub me. Sub it up, baby. Get it. I'll whip it out. Oh, I'm coming. I'm going to shoot. All right. All over your, oh God, all over your face. It's going to be disgusting. So you can forestall all of that, right? You're not going to get a big face full of splooge. All you got to do is hit the like button. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's not so fucking hard. It's soft, in fact. It's easy. It's easy peasy, nice and sleazy. 1, 2, 3. Gonna squeeze me. I love y'all good looking, sexy people out in happy land, just chilling, scrolling through the fucking thing, you know? You just scrolling 1, 2, 3. You see some dude laying in bed. You're like, ooh, I like that. Motherfucker laying in bed, getting naked and shit. Gonna get wiggy with it. Gonna get jiggy with it, baby. Yeah, I like that. Then hit the like button. The fuck's the matter with you? Come over there and pimp slap you upside your head. Ain't gonna hit the like button. Damn. What about the super chats? Come on, guys. Come on. Go ahead. Like and subscribe. There it goes. There's the button. Boom. Hit it. I got 2 likes in 20 minutes. That is humiliating. It's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself, right? Your grandmother's up in heaven right now looking down on you. That you watched that guy for 15 fucking minutes and you couldn't even push the like button? What kind of freeloader are you? This ain't a freeloading establishment. All right. Like and subscribe. Share out the video. Say something in the chat. I can't believe none of y'all motherfuckers aren't out there chatting about this, man. This is some good, high quality content. Chat filter all messages. What about the top messages? Why don't they show me no motherfucking messages? Ain't got a single goddamn message. About 25 people in and out of my chat. Community moderator. Live chat on. Participation mode, anyone? Fuck that. Turn down subscribers only. Any duration, 5 minutes. Lock up that chat, baby. Live commentary limits participants to specific people you approve. Adding approved users on the desktop. All right, 5 minutes, baby, right there. Yeah, I put the 5-minute chat mode on. All right, now it is showing me the chat. Yeah, so I guess if any of y'all stupid motherfuckers had anything to say, you would have said it by now. I'll pick my nose, see if I ain't got a booger in there. Pick a winner, baby. Pick it. Digging for gold. Do you like to pick your nose? You know, you can pick your nose and you can pick your clothes, but you can't pick your friend's nose or your friend's clothes. You knew that, didn't you? Because you smart, sexy, good looking, passionate, filled with vigor, vitality, pep in your step. Ooh, I like you. You good looking, sexy people. Yeah, tuning in on the YouTube. Ain't got shit to do. Just cruising around the YouTubes, flipping through this, flipping through that. You're like, look at this motherfucker sitting in bed, just getting it done, getting his chat on, getting his live stream on. I like that. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Nice and slow. Relax. Relax. Go ahead. Command yourself to relax and hit the like button. Ooh, you just can't do it, can you? Are you retarded? Are you a fucking retard? Is that the problem? You don't know what the like button looks like? It's this one. It's the thumbs up, motherfucker. Hit the button. Jesus Christ, what do I got to get on my hands and fucking knees and suck a dick? Whose dick do I got to suck around here to get somebody to push the fucking like button? Come on, man. Come on, man. I feel like Joe Biden stumbling up the fucking stairs on Air Force One. Can't get a single motherfucker to hit the like button, huh? That shit ain't cute. You guys ain't cute. You're freeloaders, is what you are. You're a bunch of goddamn useless freeloaders, internet tourists, right? Just scrolling around. Oh, yeah, I like that shit. Flipping through. Look, some girl shaking her ass. Yeah, I'm going to hit the like on that. Frank Monday spilling out his heart, working hard for you. Nah, don't give a fuck. Just going to flip on through. Flip on to goddamn internet tourists. Quit insulting me, douchebag. I was going to like it till you changed tone. All right, we got some chatters in there. Good man. Thank you. Well, let me see if I can read your name. I can't read your fucking name. What is that? Greek? Russian? The fuck's the matter with you? Coming in my house with a Russian motherfucking name. Stupid horseshit. Nobody can fucking read Russian. There. How's that for you? Motherfucker took his like away. Damn. That was harsh, bro. Harsh. I appreciate you making the effort though. I mean, you made double the effort that you needed to because you pushed the like button once to get your likes on, and then you pushed it again to take your likes away. That's like fucking Indian giving. Do you know what Indian giving is, you fucking Ruski? I'm Rude Girl. I'm too lazy to switch accounts. Oh, hi, Rude Girl. How's it going, man? I thought I would try. Stop insulting me, douchebag. What'd you call me, douchebag or douche canoe? Douche canoe. Yeah, douche canoe. I'm joking. Yeah, yeah. No, I got you. That's funny. I thought I would try this vertical chat because I saw a guy on the vertical chat the other night and he does dancing. Like he gets out there and he shakes his ass and he gets like 200 views on the vertical chat. And I've noticed you could hear me okay, right? Give me the fives if you can hear me. So on the vertical chat, like the dude gets hundreds and hundreds of views and he ain't doing shit. And he'll just occasionally like stop dancing and come over to the chat and just like talk a bunch of shit. And people seem to love it. Like they just pile in there, man, and everybody talks shit to each other and it's good fun. Yeah, he is working for it, man. Good. So you can hear me. I'm working for it too, man. I'm working for it like fucking horizontally, you know? I got this dimension, the vertical dimension for the camera. Then I got this dimension, the horizontal dimension for my presentation. So I'm working both dimensions right now. This is not typically, yeah, I would try the dancing, but fuck man, I'm kaput. I've been up since 5 a.m. Uh I drove an hour and a half to get to the office because we're like the academy's doing some teacher training and shit, and so I'm staying in a hotel tonight. The dormitories are like under construction, so I lost my dorm room until after vacation, and who knows if I'll get that dorm room back or not. It was a shitty fucking dorm room anyway. But so now I'm staying in the hotel, which is, yeah, it's kind of cool. But hotels, no matter how like clean they look, they got fresh paint and fresh sheets on the bed and shit. But it's still fucking dirty. There's some dirty motherfuckers staying here, I bet. And just got your coffee. Okay, good. Good to see you. I'm glad you tuned in and said hello. I didn't even know if the chat was working. Yeah, so there's like a little sex kit over on the counter. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got boxes of condoms and panties and sex oil and stuff in it. And I thought that was kind of fun. And I was kind of looking around downstairs to see if there were any, like they have the hooker card with their number on it. You could call up the girl, have her come to your room. But my wife wouldn't appreciate that. She wouldn't want me to spend an extra $100 on a blowjob or something. I don't think she would appreciate that. I mean, I don't guess I would appreciate it either if she spent $100 on a blowjob. That seems wasteful when you can get your blowjobs for free. So I was thinking about that, and then I thought about doing this vertical live stream and just talking a bunch of shit. If I could get 25 or 30 people in the chat talking to each other, make it a lot easier. But at least I got one. I got you on my mind, sweet baby. No, I wouldn't. No, because you never know if they got herpes or something. What the fuck. I've never actually even used a hooker. When I first moved to this city, Beijing, there were brothels. Better find it for free, right? Yeah, baby. So that stimulating, titillating, sexy. Go rub it, go stroke it, go spank it a little bit, maybe pinch it, right? Kind of tickle at it. Just get both my fingers in there. Oh damn, that smelled good. I like that. I like to eat some pussy now. I'll be straight talking with you because this is pillow talk, right? I'm gonna talk dirty to y'all, good looking, sexy motherfucker. This is an adult show. If you a child, you better scroll on through because this is an adult show. This is a pillow talk with Frank Monday. I hope I labeled the video correctly. I don't know if I did or not. I don't guess I give a fuck. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when I first moved to Beijing, there were brothels at the bottom of every building. TMI, yeah. You know, I thought I made up TMI. I had never heard that expression before. I had heard FYI, and I'd been over here for, 10, 15 years, cut off from the Western world. And I just thought about it one day and I was like, motherfucker, that's some TMI right there. This is too much information. And I thought I coined that acronym. And I didn't think anybody had ever used it before. And and then out of nowhere, like I saw people on the internet using it, and I thought, I guess I didn't create that. Maybe I saw it somewhere once before, but I'm pretty sure I never did. I'm pretty sure I never saw it. I thought that I coined it, and possibly it got coined around the same time that I thought I coined it, because that kind of shit can arise from the collective consciousness. And so there were brothels all downstairs of every building, and I thought I made up tragedy pimp, but then I was like, that's too good not to be a phrase. I've never heard that before. Tragedy pimp? That's pretty cool. Like someone who pimps out tragedy. I'm not exactly sure that I get it. You might have to explain it to me. But yeah, that sounds pretty neato. And you might have coined it. Like I was saying, things arise from the collective consciousness, and you may think something up at the same time that someone else does. Like, there's like five dudes that invented the television at the same time, radio, and all different kinds of stuff. It's called the thousand monkey effect. However, ever I've made, I looked it up, and it's a slang phrase. Okay, I coined that shit. Yeah, you did. You could have easily coined it. And again, like I said, it's the thousand monkey effect. If one monkey learns how to open a coconut with a rock, then suddenly all monkeys know how to open coconuts with rocks, even if they're thousands of miles apart and have never seen each other before. Now there's a whole crime thing named after it. I'll have to look into that. Tragedy pimp, huh? Yeah, I'd never heard it before. You definitely taught me. I was today years old when I found out about a tragedy pimp. So it says there are three people. I've been observing such things. Yeah, it's a fact. It's a scientifically proven. So I see three people in the chat, but I only see two thumbs up. That means one of y'all motherfuckers is a freeloader, an internet tourist, just hanging out in Frank Money's chat. Ain't even got a fucking common courtesy to hit the like button. It's ass, grass, or gas, baby. Nobody fucking rides for free. Hit that thumbs up, you stupid asshole, before I come over to smack you in the fucking mouth. You hear what I'm saying? You want to get smacked in? You want to get bitch slapped in the mouth by Frank Monday? You fucking cockbag! You bag of useless foreskins! I typed. Don't worry, let me catch up with the chat here. I typed in chat, and everyone is like, motherfucker. It's goofiness, Frank. The F, and I never knew. Um, T. What is TMD? TMDAF. I'm Tamada AF. Not me. Yeah. You hit the thumbs up, huh? Look like there's six people out there now, man. People just wandering through looking. What's this motherfucker doing? Hanging out, laying in bed, talking bunch of shit, right? We're just hanging out in Beijing, China, guys. Join the chat, say something funny, give me some feedback. Now it says 11 people, 11 useless fucking stupid cockbags that won't even hit the thumbs up. I can't believe that horse shit. Oh, trendy. Yeah, you are trendy AF. You're a trendsetter. You're a pioneer, a spitfire, a trailblazer. You're an inventor of good things, rude girl. I haven't seen you in a while, but at the same time, I haven't been streaming very much either. It's the end of the semester, and so I had to prepare all of the finals for the kids. I teach AP literature and English language arts and other assorted classes at a high school academy. Yeah, good for you bringing the stalkers in, baby. People be fucking stalking you, following you around, trying to like smell your socks and shit, trying to get an upskirt picture. They hate me here, I think. Yeah, why don't you guys chat with this Russian motherfucker, this crazy ass Russian name I can't even read? No, I don't chat a lot. Yeah, I know you don't. I know sometimes you'll just come in and chill and not chat. Um, that's pretty cool. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, the school. So yeah, so it's the end of the term, and finals had to be turned in, and blah, 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 blah. What else? Oh, I got a bunch of fucking dental work done, and I still need to get more. I had two fucking crowns put on, and I got one fucking snaggle tooth that's loose that I'm probably gonna have to get a fake fucking tooth put in. My teeth are not great. You can see that. It's not any kind of fun. Black coffee and cigarettes, my whole fucking life is not. Oh, that's Slavonic, huh? They want too much, and I really like that you get to teach. They watch too much. I really like that you get to teach there. Oh, I need some in the back. Yeah, I'm glad I got the crowns though. People told me not to get crowns. They say they can poison you and shit. Oh, I fucking hate going to the dentist, man. I've been to the dentist like 10 times in the past 2 months. He had to fucking bore out one tooth here and one tooth here. And then put the cap on it. Like there, you just got to keep going in and out, in and out. They got to dig the fucking root out, and then they got to reshape the tooth, and then they got to, put a. It's just fucking, just torture over and over and over again. One of my bloodlines is Hungarian. Oh, okay, thank you for telling me that. I think we may have discussed that once in the past. But it's been a while, and I can't remember everything. But I do like to remember things about folks that come by and chat occasionally. Like, so I know something about you, and I know something about like Nunu and Free Gift from God, Mary Moon. There's about a dozen or so people that sometimes uh, s- step up on the channel and say hello. And I learned something. I try to learn and remember something about everyone. Like, yeah, I've told you my story before that I'm basically here to socialize. This is my social outlet because I'm trapped here in Twilight Zone, old Peking, and I ain't got no motherfucking friends. I mean, I got colleagues at work, and I've got a couple of friends. But once COVID hit, like everybody went into hiding. You know, um, Rude Girl says I chose odd names so nobody here cares. They just act like it for views or something. I don't know. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I like you too. You're pretty fun to drive by and chat with. Yeah, cool enough. I used to do the live drive jive archive. Like I would talk shit on my way driving into work. But recently I've also been driving my kids into work, and I actually like tried to do a live chat with my kids in the car. It don't fucking work. It bothers them. They're like looking at their phone and they're like, "Why don't you shut the fuck up, Dad?" And so it's not good. Yeah, hit the fucking like button, you goddamn freeloading cocksuckers, before I come in there and punch you in the nose 3 or 4 times. 10 people in here now. Good looking out. Y'all good looking sexy people, go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah, come over there. Give you a little kiss, pat you on the back, rub your back a little, rub your belly, right? Tickle your nose hairs, smell your feet, lick your butthole. What do you want me to do, huh? Get on my fucking knees and suck cock? Whose cock do I got to suck around here to get somebody to hit the like button? You fucking asshats. They just thought they were going to step in here and get a free pillow talk without even hitting the like button. Yeah, it amazes me too, like how few people will hit the like button. Like, sometimes I go over to that dancing guy's show. I like it, man. I like to watch him dance. He doesn't dance very good, and he just kind of, does like calisthenics, really. But like to be insulted, I'm insulted. Yeah, I noticed people come to the net and pay others to be insulting douchebags. It's like those restaurants in NYC that you could go eat and be insulted, insult. Yeah, it's funny. So the one guy I found recently that does that, like I've watched him a few times and he gets huge crowds. like 250, 300 people that just kind of watch him do his calisthenics. You know, he's just out there shaking it. He's like moving his ass and stepping around on the floor. He clears all the furniture out of his living room or whatever. Show them your butt plugs. They'll never quit talking. Yeah, I got a sex shop of butt plugs over there. I'm thinking about buying one and shoving it up my ass. Anyway, so he does like the dance thing, and then he'll come over to the chat and check the chat, and then just like kick people out of the chat and call them stupid and talk a bunch of shit. And it's like, it's really fun. Like if you say anything in his chat, he's going to say something to you. He's going to be like, oh, you're stupid, right? Be insulted. Fuck you. You should be insulted because you're a stupid fucking asshole. You don't have any goddamn intelligence or you wouldn't be on the internet. You'd be doing something fucking important. The fuck's the matter with you? God damn, what a stupid fucking room full of people. You assholes think you can just come here and not fucking push the like button or slap you in the. Anyway, he's better at it than me because he's been doing it for a while and he kind of gets it. Um, Show them your butt plugs. Okay, people love things that help them feel better about themselves. Yeah. Well, you guys can see that my teeth are all fucked up, and I've been going to the dentist. And you know what it ended up costing me? 2 crowns and the dental work that they did ended up costing me nearly three motherfucker, nearly $3,000 is what I had to pay the dentist, like 2,700. If they can't make fun of it and feel better at the same time, well, hey, why not? Yeah, I paid three fucking large to that dentist, but I've been there like 10 times and he still hasn't fixed all my teeth. I asked him too. I said, you see how fucking crooked my teeth are? I said, would it have helped if I had gotten braces when I was younger? And he said, a little bit. And I was like, you know, would it have preserved my teeth longer? Would they be in better shape and stuff like that? He's like, a little bit, not really though. He's like, your teeth are basically what your teeth are. You can straighten them, but they'll eventually kind of go back to the way they were going to grow anyway. Haha, I've had to hit the dentist and I'm 50. Insult the fuck out of me. I have to hit the. Yeah, there's nothing funny about going to the fucking dentist though, man. He's pulling on your fucking teeth and drilling in them, and he doesn't like to do it either. Like I imagine it from the dentist's perspective, looking in all these goddamn stinky, fucked up mouths and working on that shit all day long. Like he's kind of rough with me, and I thought, hey, bro, take it easy. You know, I'm another human being, and these nerves are correct connected straight to my fucking brain, and it's painful. And you haven't given me any anesthesia or novocaine or anything. He's like, I'll pull the teeth out with a pair of pliers. I don't have to get any goddamn painkillers, you know. And he slaps me in the bow. How about I slap you in the fucking mouth, you know? And I don't understand all the numbers. Almost 20 in here now. Oh no, it's 10. Yeah, I don't trust YouTube. YouTube goes it like jump a second ago. I saw it jump to 25, and I was like, yeah, right. YouTube's a fucking liar, and nobody hits the like, right? Yeah. So you know, he's pulling out one of my wisdom teeth, like I don't know, like 10 years ago or something, right? And he's got his fucking foot up on my jaw, and he's holding on with the fucking pliers. He's got the pliers on the tooth, and he's pushing my fucking jaw with his foot, and he finally pulls that tooth out, and he pulls it out. It's bleeding, and I'm screaming bloody murder, right? And he's holding the fucking tooth up, and the roots are like 10 inches long, and I got a gaping, bleeding hole in my jaw. And he's like, those are the longest roots I've ever seen on a tooth. And he's sweating, you know, and he's grunting and straining and ripping at the tooth. And the whole time I'm almost passing out from pain, you know, pain shooting through my head, shooting through it. He's got my mouth braced open with like a metal cage, you know, my head fucking strapped in the dentist chair. And every time he loses grip on the pliers, he gets angry and he smacks me in the mouth. And he says, you motherfucker, I'm gonna pull that tooth out. He's got his booted fucking foot, a booted foot up on my chin, and he's bracing. And I could see the veins in his head stressing, and his fucking knuckles are white. And he's like, "Nurse, nurse, bring in a ratchet, bring in a lever, right? Bring in the leather fucking straps. We gotta pull this goddamn tooth out of this stupid motherfucker." And he's yelling all this shit in Chinese, right? Because he thinks I can't understand him. And I'm like, "Bro, I speak fucking perfect Chinese. I can understand every word. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying about me." And finally, after like an hour of tugging on the motherfucker back and forth and giving up and slapping me, bam, slap in the mouth, you know? And the whole time I'm strapped in the chair, screaming, I'm pissing all over myself. And I think I've shit myself. I've pissed all over myself. Yeah, I know I'm lying. I'm totally fucking exaggerating. But it makes for entertaining TV, right? So finally he gets the tooth out. But he did say that the roots were the longest he'd ever seen, and he told me that he said Westerners, yeah, he said Westerners have. He said your roots are 3 times the length of Chinese people's roots, and he showed me on the X-ray. Like after he X-rayed my entire set of teeth, right? He pulled the X-ray up, and he's like, "These are long roots." He's like, "These things reach all the way to your fucking brain." And then he, oh, damn, Andy, my fucking microphone's about to die. Let me see if I can switch it out for another one. Anyway, so he shows me like the. If you can't hear me, let me know because otherwise I'm just wasting my breath, right? Um, Let me see there. I hope you guys could hear all that because that was a brutal, grueling tale. Um, yeah, I was just exaggerating, embellishing. I'm a great embellisher. I'm gonna see if this other microphone will hook up because this one in my right ear just said it's running out of power. Um, is that even turning on? Okay, that looks like it's turned on. Now let's see if it'll work. Can you hear me? Can you hear me still? Okay, I'm switching microphones right now. Let's see. I'm gonna put this one back in the box. I got the JBL. Um, can you see those? JBL, and they don't hold power very long. So let's see if this is gonna work. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing, testing. All right, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, this wouldn't even fucking work if nobody chatted. Look at all these assholes in here. Just fucking voyeurism. You goddamn 10 cocksuckers out there can't even hit the thumbs up. You internet tourists. You bad, bad people. You're you're shameful. Somebody hit the button. Good, thank you. I appreciate that. Whoever that was. Did I guilt you into it? No, you didn't feel guilt. But that tale of I know, right? I'm really working for the likes tonight, guys. That you fucking voyeurs. What are you trying to pull upskirt? You know, you just here for the pillow talk. Um, uh, yeah, that tale of woe and torture. It was like a real thing. I mean, the dentist's office is like one of the most. It is shameful, isn't it? Right? I wouldn't go over to your house and not compliment you on something. Come in and say, "Ooh, this is a nice house you've got here. You know, I like what you've done with the tent under the bridge. You've got that's a nice color for your sleeping bag, and I can see that you've got a little dog that lives here with you. This is all quite lovely. You know, the chandelier you've made with the old water bottles. That's quite intelligent, quite snazzy. What a clever idea. I never would have thunk it. And the smell, oh, don't mind the smell. I don't care what you shat all over yourself again. Not a problem, my friend. I'm here for the ambiance. I'm here for the conversation, not the ambiance. um, yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. You can shame them. The walk of shame, right? You bitch! You bastard! How dare you! You internet tourist! You freeloading fuck! Have you no shame? Have you no shame, man? All it is a little button. You click it, touch it, poke it, rub it, stroke it, tickle it, right? Scratch at it a bit. Oh, little swirlies, little swirls of the finger. Yeah, you fuckholes. You God, you guys are a bunch of fucking. You're just a bag full of dick tips. Hey, I got a funny joke for you. When I was a kid, you guys know I'm Jewish, right? I got on my Star of David. I'm a little Jew hanging out on JewTube. And yeah, there's my Star of David. I've showed that to you before, I think. Yeah, a little Jewy Jew, a little Yui you, a little you and you and you. And so I grew up in a non-Orthodox family. We didn't go to temple, but and my dad never even told me that we were Jewish. Butt plugs everywhere you turn, really? I haven't seen anybody mention butt plugs in here yet. And I don't know, like I've never used a butt plug. Is it a good thing? Like I can imagine it would be, like for either a man or a woman. Like for a man, I would think that it would give him maybe greater control over the ejaculation. You know, you're in there pumping, and you're about to shoot. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna shoot, and then you pop in a nice butt plug, and I think that would keep you from ejaculating. Right? It could prolong the sex. And then for the girl, like, you know, those cute diamond ones or like a little skull head or something with a bone in its nose or I don't know, you know, something fancy. It just kind of looks nice. And you reach down there and you're pumping it, you know, you're really hitting it. You got her legs spread out. You're like, oh my God, I'm coming. And you feel that butt plug. It might be fun, right? I don't know. I've never used butt plugs. I've heard it's good stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it probably would be. I mean, that's my guess. That's my best guess. I haven't used one either. I mean, not recently, or not that I can remember. But yeah, I'm a prude too. I'm just talking a bunch of shit. You know that I'm yamming it up for the camera, right? Trying to get people to hit the like button. Even though most of these internet tourists, they don't. I don't even think they're logged in. They're what Jack Talcott calls internet tourists, right? They're just wandering through. They're not even logged in. You know, they're just here to watch. They're not here to talk. They're not here to interact. They're not here to buy a butt plug, and they just don't really care. Yeah, I hope the traffic does increase. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs by the end of the year, right? I've been working towards 1,000 subs for 10 years now, and I just can't seem to get them. It's hard to get the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know who made that up. I think I heard it from Jack Talcott. Um, I think that's where I heard it. It might not have been, but I thought it was clever. Let's see what's next. Do you have any questions? You want to know anything personal? Anything you want to see my boobie? Can I show a nipple on camera? I don't know if I could do that or not. Nipples might be foreboding on YouTube. So we'll keep the nipple in the shirt for now. Do you guys have any personal questions? You guys want to ask me anything naughty? Right? Maybe penis length. Have I ever had butt sex? I don't know. Whatever you want. The sky's the fucking limit, man. I have no taboos. I am an open book to the. I'm gonna have a cigarette. You guys want to have a cigarette with me? Might be porn bombing. Yeah, I know, huh? Just showing a nipple. YouTube's pretty sensitive. You know, I've talked a lot of shit already. I've watched other people on the internet though also, and they talk a ton of shit too. So talking shit isn't the problem. You can basically say whatever the fuck you want, you know, as long as they know it's for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. Uh, I went through a transition with my magical affiliations. I started and my first magical membership was with a thing called the Universal Society of the Integral Way, right? And oh, I was going to tell you a funny joke about foreskins, but I forgot to tell you. If you remind me later and say, "Hey, what's the joke about the foreskins and the Jewish rabbi?" I got distracted somehow. Builders of the Adentum. I was looking into OTO. Um, well, I started actually with Golden Dawn, and well, no, okay, I didn't start with Golden Dawn. I started with a Chinese sect called the Universal Society of the Integral Way, and I actually just posted a video by Dr. Mao. His father is the one that started that magical organization, and it was for like Chinese kung fu and qigong and medicine and Chinese magic. And so I was a member with those guys like when I was like 16, 17 years old until I was like in my mid 20s. And then during college, I met guys who had a like a secret gathering of Golden Dawn and they would do Golden Dawn magic. And I met up with those guys and I hung out with them and did some ritual and got initiated and stuff. And then after the Golden Dawn, one of the guys there was a Philema guy and he had an OTO group. And I was like, okay, yeah, I've read a lot about Crowley and stuff. I'd like to check out the OTO group. And I went over and I was studying with the OTO guys. Don't smoke in bed, guys. It's not safe. Anyway, so I hung out with the OTO guys for a while and I was going to do their initiation. And I got suspicious. Like they kind of had a bit of a, like, a bit of a, you're going to be an OTO brother. And it started to feel a little bit gay after like my fourth or fifth meeting with those guys. And then I ended up going to the initiation ceremony, but they fagged out. They like did a bunch of butt sex and stuff, and I wasn't down for it and I bailed. I'm like, man, I'm like, that's not what magic's about, guys. I mean, I guess it could be for you if that's what you want to do, but I'm not gay and I didn't want to have gay sex and I didn't want to have gay sex with them anyway. And I guess if I was going to have gay sex, it'd have to be someone that I was interested in. And those dudes were all kind of weird, so I wasn't really interested in any of them. And I've never really been attracted to dudes at all. Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, here's a funny story too. I did Wiccan too, like when I was in high school, and I actually met the. Here's the craziest fucking thing. Yeah, growing up in LA, these guys are everywhere. The whole fucking all the clans are out there. Um, I ended up joining the OTA, that which is another OTA, not OTO, but I didn't become a member of the OTA until I was like 40, right? So it was much later on. I actually flew back from China to go to LA and meet Poke Runyon and join the OTA, which I was one of the best experiences of my life. But the guy who started Wicca, not the original guy, but the guy in America, his name was Scott Cunningham, and he wrote all those books. He lived on my fucking street, man. The street I lived on in San Diego. We had two houses. My dad was a businessman, and we had a house in LA and we had a house in San Diego. And I moved down to San Diego for high school. And the street that my family house was on, Briar Road in La Mesa, California, San Diego, in San Diego County, Scott Cunningham lived on the same street. And I went over to his house and I visited him a bunch of times. Have I told you that? Okay. I told you about the OTA, yeah. But I've been through all those cults or secret societies, magical organizations, magical groups. But yeah, I met Scott Cunningham. In fact, I've met every like guru or magical teacher that I wanted to when I was young. That's why I thought I was a natural magician. When I was young, I was naturally attracted to magic, and I read some of the old grimoires that were translated by the 19th century guys, the Lemegeton and stuff like that. And I thought it was all way too confusing. And I thought I was at the pioneering stage of chaos magic because I believed, and I didn't even know anything about chaos magic, but I thought if you do all this stuff in your mind in the astral temple, then it should work. You shouldn't have to need this, that, or the other thing, this robe or this salt circle or whatever. I said if you go through the entire process and have the pure intention to bring about a magical result, it should work. And I proved it over and over and over again that the wizarding will, that the magical intent was more powerful than all of the ritual tools and ceremonies and spells. And you could do it all entirely with mind magic. Okay, yeah. If you meet someone from LA, then you're meeting good folk because there's a lot of that stuff going on out there. And some of it's weird, but a lot of it's not. Like a lot of it's like straight up people want to study magic and they work hard to, understand the principles of magic, and they work hard in their training. And guys like me who do it as religiously as they do their kung fu, we do qigong and we do ritual work, walking the pentagram and stuff like that. And you do it with intense focus and visualization, and it's real magic. It's not just, Hollywood horse shit. But then there's a lot of those other insider guys who are having like gay fag parties and playing with kids and shit. So there's a fine line. Like you got to, if you're among those communities, you got to be careful. Because if they like spike your drink with drugs or something, and they try to get you into that mindset, and they're like, "Ooh, we could do this and go in here and play this," they'll try to reel you in, and you got to be like, "Nah, fuck that." Like there were the two groups of people, right? Like you heard some of those guys in Hollywood, and they're like, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." And then there's that guy like Cat Stevens or whatever his name is, a pimp named Slickback, that said, "You got to tell Diddy no. You just got to tell the motherfucker no." And that's truly how it is. Like if you want to join the $10 million club or whatever, you got to do some weird sick shit. And if you tell them no, then you can't join those clubs. They're not going to elevate you. And then you'll find out like what groups are cool and what groups are like just doing perverse, degenerate gay shit. And now, I mean, not just gay. And I think actually being gay is not super cool. Like I'm not really down with gay. I freak, fly, flow, fuck up a faggot. I don't know them gays. I ain't down with their ways. Yeah, you just gotta tell them no. But if that's your thing, it's not my place to chastise you or judge you or criticize you. Everyone to each his own. If you want to blow on the peach pipe and you're a dude, then that's cool. In the Chinese system, they actually allow for homosexuality. Like they don't encourage it, but they say that it's an imbalance in a person's internal energies. So if a man is more effeminate and he wants another masculine partner, then it's allowed, but it's not encouraged. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, some people will just give up the higher degrees because they'll ask you to do things that violate, your own basic moral ethics or your own principles. And I think you're better off sticking with your own moral compass because when you go too far in either direction, it kind of breeds, I think, like a type of sickness or dementia in the mind, like that girl recently, Lily Phillips, who spread her legs. She's a British girl, and she spread her legs for 100 dudes in 24 hours. I mean, that's it right there. She sold her soul. You can't, there's no coming back from that. Once you've done that, she talked about the disassociation of mind and body, and how her spirit, her soul, she felt, she didn't say it in those words, but she felt her soul leave her body, and she disassociated from herself, and that's it. She's gone. There's no real coming back from that. And she'll kind of continue to do this thing because it's generating profit for her and her mother or whatever. And she'll continue to vilify herself. But when she hits like her late 30s, early 40s, she's just going to fall apart, and she's going to turn into what we call Tao, a wandering ghost. And she will not have an opportunity in this lifetime for spiritual ascendance. And if it's too bad, she won't even have a chance to survive after death. She'll just become like I said, a hungry ghost, and she'll dissipate into the clip off, which is sad. Nobody should have to lose their soul just to exploit themselves, because she doesn't realize that here's what she doesn't realize. By her doing this, it's all fun and games right now. She's getting paid. She's fucking 100 dudes on camera or whatever, and she's generating a name for herself. But she's having a negative effect on society at large. She's stirring up illicit, perverse thoughts in young men, and she's making, potentially virtuous husbands cheat on their wives and stuff like this. And I'm not entirely a prude, but yeah, it does. It leads to insanity, and insanity leads to death of the spirit, and death of the. Some people are dead for a long time and they don't even know it. Um, I would hope she works for it, but yeah, I've done I've done 100. I got triple digits when I was in my mid 20s, but so I know what it's like to be with 100 partners. But it took me 10 years to arrive at that number, even more, maybe 10 or 12 years. And so I was a pretty sexually active guy before I got married. I was definitely playing the field, and I was out there, trying to hit everything with a pulse, and one night stands and stuff, quite a few of them. So I definitely did. I got my numbers in, and it was kind of a challenge thing growing up in LA. Like it's all the boys. That's what they're out to do. They're out to get some puss, and they become puss hounds. And yeah, so for me though, like even though like there were a lot of one night stands and I hit a lot of tail, like I never did it with a sense of like just I never vilified sex to the level of just like fucking and banging. I seriously considered every single soul that I interacted with to be making love. I wasn't like, even if like say a relationship only lasted a couple of nights or one night or whatever, it it was still based on my extreme attraction to women, and to loving women. I want to do Bridget. What is it? Tell me you wouldn't screw Bridget Bardot. I haven't seen her in a long time. I don't know what she looks like. But you'd like to do Bridget? I love that woman. She's a true sexual liberated female, confidence in her choices, honest about life. I understand love. Yeah, yeah, I'm a lover, man. Not a. I'm a lover and a fighter, man. I've been in a few fist fights. That's part of the reason my teeth are fucked up. I got punched in the face a few times, and not chipped a tooth on somebody's skull one time, and I've had a tooth knocked out, and I've had my head cracked multiple times from fighting. But yeah, I'm a lover and a fighter. Um, I don't know. I've been an Asian file, a China file for a long time, so I do really like Asian women, but I also really, really like Caucasian women as well. And I like beautiful women. I mean, that's part of it. But look her up. I will. I haven't seen her in a long time. I will look her up. Um, Prettier than Claudia Schiffer. Okay. Those gals sound like they're from the 80s or 90s, maybe. And I do know the names, but I can't remember their faces right now. I do watch a little adult video, and there are some gals in adult video that I definitely like. Not most of the modern ones, but girls from Harmony Vision. I don't know if you've ever watched any Harmony Vision adult video. I've had plenty of crap happen, TV abuses and shit. Yeah, I've never been abusive. I won't even be abusive to a girl if she asks me to. I'm just not into it. I'm into making love, not fucking and fighting. If I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna fight other dudes. 90s goth chicks. Yeah, the goth scene from Harmony Vision. There's um there's one on there I really, really like a lot. Her name is Angel Summers. Oh God, yeah, I've watched her porn since the 90s, and I can always go back to it. People are crazy. They say porn's bad or it's this, that, or the other thing. And I'm not a huge indulger in it, but I definitely do like to look at porn. And I like to do cosplay and sex too. So it's not like I just like to look at it. I like to learn from it too. But they wear the top hat, and the corsets and the stockings, and they do the whole 9 yards. And I find that extremely sexy. You know, a woman doesn't have to be the pain. There is the pain pleasure dichotomy. Yeah, that's true, but I've never been big on the pain myself. But yeah, Angel Summers, oh God, what a hot biscuit. I really, really have always liked her. um There was even a gal I reached out to because being in LA, it all kind of happens there in Simi Valley and stuff. And there were a couple of adult video gals that I reached out to and got responses from. And even this wasn't very recently though. It was like when I was in my mid 30s, and I almost like pulled the trigger and paid to see him or whatever, but I didn't. I couldn't justify it. I'm like, why am I going to pay some gal, money to hang out with her or whatever, even though I really, really dig her videos or dig her work. But I've bought a few of their autographed. When you go to what is it called? The Adult Video Awards, the AVAs, and you can go to their stand and meet them and say hi and shit, and then pay like $25 to get them to sign a picture. I've done that, but paying $1,000 to spend the night in a hotel room with them, yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's not worth all that. And I've had so much decent tail on my own, but there is something elevated about someone like if you've kept up with their career for a little bit and you kind of get to know them a little bit, and you can't really like they don't release much biographical information. Even finding out like their birthday and their zodiac and stuff is not always possible. In fact, I did an entire internet show here in China based on starlets, and I would try to research and do a profile on an adult video girl, one a week. And I did it for like 3 or 4 years because I really do appreciate the business. And I think that, if they get paid correctly and they get royalties for their works and they don't do anything crazy or, demented to their spirit, I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it. Banging 100 dudes in a night, I think that's a little bit extreme. But for the most part, I think it's all fun and games because a lot of these girls don't go hardcore. I think the average adult video model career only lasts a year or two, and they say things like, "Oh, you'll be marred for life. You won't be able to get a job and stuff like." That's not true at all. Absolutely not. A lot of gals that have, they're talented and they move from adult video into regular like home video and stuff and get into movies. A gal that I met in LA at one of the adult fucking conferences or whatever Comic Con type things, Satine Phoenix. She's on YouTube. She did Roll 20 and Critical Role and D&D stuff, and that was long after her porn career. Like her porn career was like 20 years ago or 15 years ago anyway, I think. And then she easily merged into the LA scene, doing like what are those called? Like adult fetish parties and stuff like that. And she still works for lots of mainstream stuff. Not my thing. I would have just been at the BDSM goth clubs. Yeah, I never went to any goth clubs, man. I wish I would have. I don't think I even knew about them, but that would have been my scene for sure. Showing up in a top hat and a latex three-piece suit, puffing on a cigarette, with one of those cigarette holders or whatever, hanging out looking like a gothed out latex pimp. That would have been fun. What's that phase? Oh yeah, vanilla. I'm not super vanilla, but in my 50s, I don't care anymore for the spectators. Using it as a sleeping stone is good. Okay, wow, yeah. Maybe next time I'm in LA, I'll check some of those places out. A lot's changed though, things change, things goes up, things go down. I would really like to check out the clubs in London. In fact, New York places, okay, NYC places. I had a friend that was obsessed with places in the 90s. Um, I know that they're like in London, England, are some of the best clubs in the world. And my son actually wants to go to college in London. He's trying to apply to get into schools there. And so if he does, like I'm gonna go over there and hang out with them and I'm gonna visit some clubs for sure. Cause and, I whatever happens, happens, but I'm not gonna go in there, and try to get in trouble or anything. I just go and, dress up and have a drink or something and talk, chat with people and stuff like that. Those places are dead except the Batcave. The Batcave, huh? Yeah, you got to have money. Yeah, and that's the thing too. In the younger part of my life, my dad had money, my family had money, but I didn't have any fucking money. Nobody's going to give a high school kid or a college kid any money. And you're working hard to try. I could find out about places in LA, but I doubt I could in China. Okay. Yeah, there are a few clubs in China. I found out about a few. In fact, I worked with a cabaret for a while, and I did DJ a couple of their events, but it's pretty tame. Like they'll do lingerie, and there may be better scenes, and I'm sure there is for the Chinese, but for like the foreigners over here, they keep it pretty PG. Like they'll do cabaret and they'll do some strip tease, but they'll usually keep on the pasties or whatever, and it gets pretty sexy. And it all kind of goes together with the swing dance scene. Like that I'm a swing dancer, and I like to go to the swing dance clubs and stuff. And there's swingers in the swing club and stuff like that. But it's the foreigners keep it fairly tame because I think they've got an eye on us, so we can't be too explicit or too open about this kind of thing, but they can do it themselves. I've heard of and I've seen some video and stuff, and I've talked to Chinese people that go to just full on brothels and just fucking go bananas. But that's different to me. That's like men with money and power getting drunk and abusing young women and young girls, and then the girls are kind of enslaved by it, and they're just hollowed out ghosts. They're not really people, even if they're really sexy or whatever. They have vampiric energy, and they're not safe to be around. Lindy Hop, yeah, yeah. I think that's one of the first things we talked about is Lindy Hop, and you had a partner, and I taught Lindy Hop and Charleston and Balboa. Those are the three, and East Coast, West Coast swing. I did all of them, but Lindy Hop was the big thing. I like the Lindy Hop. The older you get, it gets a little bit harder to Lindy Hop, and people usually switch over to like West Coast swing or Balboa. But yeah, Lindy Hop and Charleston was my big thing when I was into it. Yeah, it's not mutual, it's manipulative. I prefer to be among cultivated, consenting adults. And I've noticed when I had the swing class, or I maybe interacted with the cabaret people a little bit, it's all people who have regular careers and do this for nightlife. They do it for fun. And so they have a rich abundance of culture and cultivation. And even though they're doing something really elevated and sexy, um, it makes sense. And then if you hook up with a person like that, it's 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 head and shoulders. It's level up. It's way different. You know, People, they're concerned about their physical health and their physical appearance. They stay in shape, and they maintain a professional career. And then they do something like this as it's even really it's a form of spiritual cultivation. Uh, right. Yeah. You got to stay out of those low grade sewer type places. Hey, we got four thumbs up now. That's pretty cool, man. A couple of people slid by and hit the button. I certainly appreciate that. Again, this is one of the first times I've ever done a vertical horizontal live stream, right? We've got the vertical dimension on the camera, and then Frank Monday is just laid out in the bed, getting the horizontal pillow talk on. Uh, Let me check the time. I think I am starting to tucker down. I imagine most of you guys are too. Let me go over here. I can't check the time on this phone while I'm streaming, so I might have to cruise over here to the other phone. Because if I stay up too late, man, I'll be shit tomorrow. Oh, it's early enough. What time is it there for you guys in on the West Coast, East Coast, middle of the coast? Are you east of the Rockies, west of the Rockies? When I talk about it, I talk about fully informed, self-aware people. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, 100%. Smoke if you got them, guys. New subscriber, Midnight Pixies. Thank you. Wow, that's nice of you. I appreciate the sub. Got a new member. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Check in often. Come back and say hi. Leave a comment on the video. Hit the thumbs up, and sub and subscribe, and all that happy horse shit that makes YouTube's Algorithms bark like Pavlov's dog. I am broadcasting to you from Twilight Zone Old Peking here in the central kingdom of the celestial dragon, far behind the old firewall. Old Frank Monday coming at you once again, like Finnegan. 7:30 a.m. for you guys. Yeah, so it's morning. It's the new year, 2025. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? I don't like to make my New Year's resolutions until I get into the new year and figure out what I want to work on more. Yeah, do it. Get up and get at it. So for all you out there in Happy Land, if you've got any New Year's resolutions, tell me about it. You can either leave it on the video later, you can talk about it now. Um, one New Year's resolution I uh-oh, Dian Leong D, motherfucker. I don't know why these microphones don't last very long, man. I'll pop this one in and see if it works. Let's see, did it turn on? Yeah, it turned on. Don't know if it's going to work or not. I hope it does. I hope it does. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, so of course, one New Year's resolution I made is to smoke less, which I've definitely been doing. I've only smoking about less than a half a pack, maybe 4 or 5 cigarettes a day. I only got time to have one in the morning before I go to the office, and then I have one after lunch, and then I have a couple after work. So I'm down to about a quarter of a pack a day, which is pretty good. I never really smoked a lot anyway. Just dropped the motherfucker. That's all right though. I think the most I've ever smoked was a pack a day, maybe a pack and a half if I was under a lot of stress. I prefer cigars though, or a blunt, but in China they don't like blunts. Cigars aren't super expensive here though. You can buy a decent cigar. You can actually buy Cuban cigars too because they don't have any kind of ban on the imports. Make sure you guys tell me if the microphone cuts out because I just switched mics and I don't know if this one's working or not. And if I just sit here and talk without a mic or any feedback, then it's gonna suck. Interesting thing on I heard that in the UK that on live streams you cannot smoke cigarettes. You can't show yourself smoking a cigarette, which is strange and unusual because as an American, I mean, I see all kinds of people smoking on YouTube and they vape. I don't know if they smoke weed or not. I don't think I've ever seen anybody smoke weed, but like just a regular cigarette seems like it should be okay, or a cigar. And like I said, I think I've seen people vape. Oh, the other thing is brushing the teeth more often. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you get so busy working and you have lunch and you're fucking tired. But I put a toothbrush and toothpaste in my desk at work, and I've been keeping up with it. Day one, man, I jumped up, scrubber, 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 two ducks in a tub, rubber, rubber, rubber. Gonna rub one out, right? Yeah, I brushed up and I got myself some different toothpaste to try out and see which one I like. I'm not getting any fucking younger, and I want to try to preserve what few teeth I have left. I have all of my teeth except for my wisdom teeth, and I just had two root canals done, one on the bottom and one on the top. And so I'm doing pretty good, but I think I'm going to lose my snaggle tooth. My snaggle tooth has become loose, and the doctor's like, yeah, at some point you're going to want to pull it and get a new tooth there. So that's all right. I have a friend I was talking to recently, and he said that in his mid 20s, all of his fucking teeth exploded, nearly all of them, and they all fell out of his mouth. And I was like, "What were you doing? Were you on a bunch of meth or something?" And he said, "No, it just happened. I guess he had bad nutrition or something." So you never know. My wife's mother mother, so her maternal grandmother, died at 92 with a perfect set of teeth. She had beautiful white teeth her entire life, never had a problem, didn't brush her teeth really, just ate basically clean foods. And she said she smoked for 20 years, it never hurt her teeth. And she didn't drink alcohol, but 92. Whereas her mother, which is her daughter, my wife's mother, she lost all of her teeth when she hit 60. She hit 60 and they all fucking pretty much fell out. I think she's got two teeth left. She's 75 now. So you just never know which way it's going to go, right? There's neither here nor there. Um, all my best friends and shit, they told me, hey, Frank, you shouldn't smoke. You know, smoking's going to kill you, blah, blah, blah. And none of them smoked and they all had really healthy diets. And now everyone's dead. Nobody made it to 50. I'm 53, right? They were all dead at 46 and 47. They never smoked. They didn't drink a lot. You know, they exercised regularly, had fairly good health, but 2020 came around and they got the booster, and then they all ended up dead, man. My best friend, my brother, my other best friend from back home, my best friend from over here in China, 46, 47, 48. One guy made it to 50. And so they all ended up dead. And so it wasn't the smoking that killed them. And it's not, I don't know. I'm just saying. This is just anecdotal evidence. It's got nothing to do with anything really. Yeah, bite the bullet on it, rude girl, and just go down there and get it done. You'll thank yourself once it's finished. It's hell and torture going through it while you're in the middle of it. Yeah, and peppermint oil, cloves, cinnamon, and peppermint all work really good. But yeah, you just never know. Like I grew my wisdom teeth in. They started growing in when I was 19, and I thought, fuck it, it hurt every year. It hurt at the same time. And I thought, I'm just going to go through the pain because I was of the mind that natural science was better. And dentists pulling out wisdom teeth, I felt like that was kind of fake. You wouldn't have as nice of a jawline, that kind of thing. And they grew in for, let's see, 19 to like 35. And when I hit my late 20s, they finally all were in and they were fine for like 4 or 5 years. And then the back left one, I always kept them all clean, kept my teeth brushed up clean. The back top left one exploded. It turned black and just fucking exploded, like just fell apart in my mouth. And so the dentist pulled that one out, and the other three were fine. They looked perfect. They had grown in perfectly, all the brusher, rubber, two ducks in a tub, and it was fine. And then the bottom one exploded, and he had to pull it out. And then the other two turned black, and I was like, ah, fuck, just pull them out. And so he pulled out the other two, and it was torture, and it was, it is what it is. But I grew the motherfuckers in, and they didn't work out. And I don't think they ever work out. To be honest with you, everyone I've ever known that had their wisdom teeth, they got them removed at some point, and they just don't last. Yeah, that's the famous, what is it? That's Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath. Everyone's going through changes, trying to find the truth. Don't look to me for answers. Don't ask me. I don't know. Yeah, get it. Yeah, have the fucker drilled, get a root canal, put a fucking cap on it. If it's worth saving. If it's not worth saving, have him fucking rip it out of your mouth. He'll put his goddamn foot on your jaw, right? And he'll get the pliers out and he'll kick you in the fucking head until he pulls out the tooth. It's not that bad. Yeah, the when I had the one that was really painful that I had removed, he shot me up with painkiller all around the jaw, and it still fucking hurt when he pulled on it. I'm like, it still hurts. And he shot me up with a couple of more shots and pulled on it again, and I'm like, it still fucking hurts. He's like, that's all the painkiller I can give you. I just got to pull the motherfucker out now. And so I had to endure it. That's when I had to stop the booze completely. Booze will lose your teeth after 50. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, you see, I haven't drank. I quit drinking 13 years ago, I believe, 2011, 14 years now. 14 years I quit. And in 2011, I drank pretty good in my 20s and mid 30s, right? But I quit in 2011 and I went 11 or 12 years without a single drink. And the funny thing was, like, I went to the bar all the time. I was teaching a dance class. I went to stand up comedy. I went to cabarets and shit, and I never drank anything, just drank water. And people would make fun of me and shit. People would talk shit, and I'd be like, I did stand up comedy about it. And I'm like, I'm the only guy in the bar hanging out with a bottle of water. And I didn't have another drink until COVID. When COVID hit, I bought myself a bottle of bourbon and I drank a little bourbon. And then I got into it a little bit, but it had been like 12 years. And I realized really quick that if I started drinking again, it would kill me. And this year, so I drank a little during COVID. Then after we got back to work and stuff, I stopped again. And then I had a couple of drinks, maybe in 2021. My brother died, my best friend died, then my mother died. And each time someone died, I had a little, I would get drunk, in fact, but it would be the only time that year. And when my mom died, it hit me the hardest. She died last year. Let's see. No, she died in 2023. And then my best friend Tomas at 47 died in 2024. And that was the only time I drank in 2024 is right after he died. And then I hadn't had a drink for like 6 months. Or no, maybe 3, 4 months. And for Christmas, I had one glass of bourbon, and then for New Year's, I had 2 cans of beer. And so, yeah, it took me like I said, it took me 10 years of being sober in order to be able to have a drink without being an alcoholic. I don't ever really think I was an alcoholic. I just liked to drink. I'm a German Irish Jew. So the German likes the beer, the Irish likes the whiskey, and the Jew likes what? The Jew likes the money, you know? I stopped drinking. Then my friend died, and I hit the bottle. It was bizarre for me. It's the first time I saw a substance trying to kill pain, which doesn't help. Yeah, you say it doesn't help, but in some situations, it actually does. Like, let's see. Every time my friend died, I would go into a cemetery and pour some wine. I would just find a random grave because can't get back to the States to attend their funeral. So I would do a ritual. I would burn some incense, burn some spirit money, and then open a bottle of booze and pour out some wine and call upon their spirit and tell them everything I wanted to tell them that didn't get to tell them before they died. And maybe even try to keep it somewhat, not get too shit faced drunk. But with Thomas, I got pretty drunk and it helped me. Like I woke up and I felt like shit, and I thought to myself, I don't want to kill myself and end up with him. Um, yeah, I do stupid shit on alcohol too. Run around naked outside and stuff. Uh, but it did help me, man. It helped me with my grief. And I was able to stop right after. Like I didn't keep drinking. And in the Chinese spiritual tradition, you're not really supposed to like talk to the dead until they've been gone for at least a year. So they say it takes the spirit 6 months to kind of unravel some of its karma as it transitions into the spirit realm. And then for the next 6 months, they'll work on their own death spiritual cultivation. But at the year date, after they've been dead for a year, they say it's okay for a human to, if you're a magician, ordinary people probably shouldn't do this. But as a magician, it's okay for me to summon them back to commune with them, and say bye for now. I'll see you later. I'll see you until I'm there with you, but you want to keep your relationships with your friends even after death. And yeah, so after a certain period of time, I'll set up an altar and I have some of their pictures around and I'll burn incense for them, but I won't be trying to summon them back. And usually I don't try to summon them back for communication until they appear to me. But they do. Everyone who's died in my life has come back to see me. They've come back to see me in dreamland, and they've come back to see me when I've in my meditation. And my dad has come back a few times to warn me of danger. He'll like tickle my eye or my nose or like my lip or something or my ear. And a couple of spirits have whispered directly into my ear. Not very often. Like I've had a lot of paranormal experiences in my life, but like hearing a voice from a spirit, that's been extremely rare. In fact, it's only happened to me 3 times. And it was each time it was just a single word. And it was during a time of great crisis. But it was legitimate. It was real. It was like, boom, like an actual spirit spoke a word into my ear. And it was perfect timing and salvation each time. Yeah, get hugged. Absolutely. In fact, just recently, my mother visited me in Dreamland and she gave me a hug. And she looked all right. She didn't look as young as my dad did. Last time I saw my dad in Dreamland and in the spirit world, damn, he looked fucking good. Um, but you start to regress. Like at the time of death, you still look old when you enter Deathland. And the longer you stay there, the younger you become. And after a year or around that time, about a year, you revert to like your spirit starts to look like the age your body would at its peak, like its peak health, like 25 or 35, depending on whatever that was. My dad, when I saw him after he'd been dead for, oh God, like 20 years now, he looked like he was about 35, 36, 37, something like that. And my mom, when I saw her recently, she still looked like she was, she's been dead or she's passed on. She's gone beyond the veil because there is no true death. There's the death of the physical body, but as long as you're not a fucking complete piece of shit, you'll still have spiritual immortality. Um, yeah, she still looked like she was late 40s. I was like, Mom, you don't look that great yet. She's like, give me a hug, kiddo. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I got you. And when my dad came to pick my mom up, I saw my dad come down from heaven and he was here and I was communing with him. And it wasn't just Dreamland, but I was in Dreamland. But I had already come out of my body and I knew what was going on. Like I could see my sleeping body, I could see my father's spirit body. And yeah, I said, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I pick up your mother." And this was 2 weeks before she died. I've told this story before. And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "She died." And I was like, "Oh, good God." And he picked her up. And when he grabbed her spirit, like I won't tell you guys all the details because it's kind of a special thing. But when he picked her up, she looked old. Like it takes time to recover from physical life as a spirit. Let's see. Fire communication through radio just as one odd phases, no one else uses something like that. So many ways that yeah, you goddamn internet tourists, hit that like button, like and subscribe, all that happy horse shit. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Check in often, sub the channel. I'm penetrating through the bamboo firewall in order to reach out and communicate with you guys. As much effort as I'm going through to make this live transmission and open my heart and bear my spiritual story to you, the least you can do is hit the button, tickle it, poke at it, smack it around, squeeze it, twist it, rub it, scratch it, punch it, do whatever it takes, man. Just get that button touched. Yeah, do your thing, and thank you for participating in the ideas room. I love the feedback, rude girl, and I especially love your Schadenfreude, Schadenfreude, Schadenfreude. God, I forgot how to say it. Schadenfreude, right? To enjoy someone's hardship. Yeah, and I've been working on my German this year a little bit. That's okay. So I've now got 3 New Year's resolutions. One is to smoke less, which I'm already doing. I'm doing really well. And number two is to brush my teeth more, brush it, brush it, brush it. And number three, I'm going to be working on my German this year. So, München Sie etwas essen, etwas trinken, München Sie etwas Wasser trinken? Right? Would you like some water to drink? Müssen Sie. Yeah, müssen Sie etwas. What's some other stuff? Frohes neues Jahr. Happy New Year. Neues Jahr. My pronunciation's not good yet, but I'm going to work on it. Eins, Weins, Dreins, Weins, Fiefen, Fiefen, Sechs, Sieben, Acht, Neben, Zehn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nine, nine, nine. What else? What else have I been studying? I've been studying. I started studying on day one. Yeah, do that. I'll need some fucking toothpaste. Um, Day one, I studied my basic hellos and goodbyes. Right? Wie geht es Ihnen? Geht es gut und Sie? Ein bisschen. Danke. Right? Sprechen sehr gut Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Wo ist die Beethovenstraße, bitte? Yeah, my German is very little, but I that's one of my New Year's resolutions is to work on my German. Gesundheit, all right? So I'm gonna learn to say all the basic stuff. Like, do you got a cigarette? You know, what kind of sex do you like? What color panties are you wearing? I'm gonna learn all the great stuff. So, and it's really nice because my desk in the office is right across from a Chinese German teacher, and as soon as he saw my last name, because it's Monday, but it's actually von Montage, right? Montages Montag. And when he saw that, he says, Montag, von Montag. He said, are you German? No, Sir Moon. And I said, yes, I am. How did you know? And he said, yes, you have a German last name. I am the German teacher for the Chinese school. And so he's a new guy. His name is Luciano. And he said, that's great. He said, sehr gut, sehr gut. There's no one to speak German with in the school. And I told him, I said, I know very little German, but I'm willing to learn and I've always wanted to learn. I said, I don't even have a basic foundation. I just know, basic conversational words, where's the toilet, that kind of thing. And he said, yeah, 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 no problem. I will teach you. And so he's taken me on as his pupil. Yeah, he's got an Italian name, but he's the German teacher. And so he speaks like five languages fluently. He speaks fluent Spanish, fluent Italian, fluent German, fluent French, fluent Chinese, and fluent English. So he's a bit of a linguist. And he's the real deal too. Like he knows his shit. Um, and he's not quite my age. I would say that he's probably late 30s, early 40s. Wonder if he's related. That would be my first question. No, I don't think so. But we're going to be related spiritually and through study, so it's good fun, and I'm happy about that because I've always wanted to improve my German to a serviceable level. Where I could actually visit Germany because it's my fatherland. It's where my father's from, Luciano. Yeah, but I've never really felt compelled to do so because I don't really speak enough serviceable German to like hang out in Munich or Berlin and cruise around and be like I would feel ashamed to go into a foreign country and not speak some of their language. I studied 6 years of Chinese before I came to China, and I didn't feel like and I wanted to stay long enough to understand their language. So I think at least putting in a year or two of German before I go over is going to be the ticket. But I definitely will be visiting Germany. Probably not this year. Probably not next year, but I definitely want to go. I'd say like 2027, 2028, something like that. And I bet they got banging sex clubs in Germany. I can only imagine, right? Get over there and wet my whistle with some German dominatrix, some Frau Domina Guda, Gierda, Domina Gierda, a dominant goddess. That's what they call a dominatrix. Damina Gida. Living in PR probably in about a year. What is PR? What is PR? PR is People's Republic of China. I don't know any other PRs. PRC is the People's Republic of China. Um, I'm not familiar. Um, Providence, Rhode Island. I don't know. I'm lost. You've got me lost. I'm lost in the sauce once again. If I make it through the night, everything will be all right. Okay, Puerto Rico. Sorry. Yeah, I should have been able to guess that. Yeah, do your coffee thing. So, where did we get to, internet wayfarers, travelers, you YouTube tourists, you Teletubbies swiping through? Hit the like button, like and subscribe. Old Frank Monday coming at you from Twilight Zone, Old Peking, here in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, far behind the old firewall, spinning tales of yore and winding down the night with a little conversation with all of y'all out there in Happy Land, y'all good looking, sexy people. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're. Oop, I pushed the button. I pushed the button. I don't know if I lost the volume or not by pushing that there button. I hope you all are enjoying your happy new year 2025. Um, Let me sing you an Irish lullaby to lull you to sleep. So keep your hand off your wakey, hand off snaky. Tune in for an Irish lullaby. 'Twas down the glen one Easter tide to a city fair rode I. There armored lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No fife did hum, nor battle drum did sound its dread tattoo. But the Angelus bells o'er the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. 'Twas England's bade our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. And their lonely graves are by Suvla's waves on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side, or her fought with noble Cattlebrew, there her names we'd keep where the Fenians sleep, neath the shroud of the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town flung they out the flag of war. Said 'twas better to die neath an Irish sky than at Suvla or Sudelbar. And from the plains of Royal Mead, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long range guns sailed in through the foggy dew. And to and fro in my dreams I go, and I'd kneel and pray for you, for those who died that Easter tide in the springtime of the year. When they fell in the foggy dew. There you have it there, the old foggy dew. Kind of butchered it a little bit, but that's all right. What are you going to do? It's a free song. It's not like you guys are sending in the super chats or anything. So if I give you a bit of a wee free song there, looks like somebody might have hit the like button. So that certainly puts the pep in my step. That'll put the lead in my pencil. I do appreciate it. I'm talking, I don't know why I'm talking like a leprechaun, but that's just the way of things, right? That's the way of things. Let's see if we can dredge one more up. No, can't think of one, not right off the top of my head. Anyway, I think that'll be it for tonight, guys. We've gone just over an hour and a half, which is about all the spunk I've got in me for now. I appreciate you stopping by. I got to drop the leprechaun accent. Rugro, Frau Schadenfreude, Frau Schadenfreude. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for participating in the ideas room and keeping the feedback loop going. I definitely wouldn't have lasted this long had you not been chatting with me because you know me, man. I need the confirmation loop, the feedback loop. Otherwise, it's just yeah, what you just one man talking into a camera. There's nothing to it. You can't do it. Nothing to it but to do it. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your wake up for the day. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. For everybody who hit the thumbs up, a shout out to you and thank you for that. I have got to get some sleep. It's 9 o'clock p.m. here in Twilight Zone, Old Peking. It's way past my bedtime, and I've enjoyed the show. I hope you've enjoyed the show too. Like I said before, if it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. Keep the algobots barking like Pavlov's dog, and keep doing good magic, guys. And I will see you in the abodes of the future. Until then, be Zen. Actually, that was Zen, and this is Tao. So do good magic. Until next time. Much love. Mwah! Kisses.